Okay.
Oh man, look at you. That's fantastic.
There were a lot of American rules you've played. Jeffrey? Okay, so Jeffrey Johnson, I've been playing for about 3 or 4 years, but I can't say I'm an expert on American rules. I play a few shots, but it's the strategy that gets me. But fortunately, we won't be doing a lot of strategy today, so it's mainly about shot making and how to make a wicket. So sometimes I can do that. So hopefully I'll be able to help those who complete wickets.
Okay. I'm Trilla Myers, and I've been playing American rules for about 5 years now. And I have the basics and the shots, but I still need to get some better strategy. But about 5 years, so I love the game.
Hi, I'm Peter Deficit. I've been playing American rules maybe for 1 and a bit years, and I need to work on strategy, tactics, and accuracy.
I'm John Feitner. I've been playing a version of this game for like 20 years. and the version is French rules, which is a totally weird thing. And it's a little bit too friendly. I feel like it's a little bit too friendly. So I'd like to see what this version is.
Larry Shimronowitz, pretty new to it, so I'm here to learn a lot.
Great.
Joe Mutz, pretty new as well. I think it's like my third summer even playing croquet, so still been learning the last couple of years.
All right.
I'm
This
Dave.
is perfect timing because RJ's walking in.
Okay, great.
All right.
All right, buddy.
All right.
You do more before 9 a.m. than most people do all day.
That's right.
Well, we were just going around the circle.
Introduce yourself.
Okay, RJ Wolf, been a member. This is my second season. I don't get out here as often as I like, but it's time to start getting better at some of the other games.
All right.
Okay, very good. Dave Goddard, I've been playing as long as Trula has. This is my favorite game. But I love golf also. So this is very additive in terms of golf because it's very different. So let's talk real quickly about how it's different than golf. In golf, we proceed around the court as a group. And even our opponents, we're talking with them and conversing. And it's a very social game. This is a more isolated game in that you proceed around the court in the same sequence that you do in golf. I mean, hoop one is hoop one and all of that. But we do it at our own pace. And what causes that pace? Opportunity and our ability to make shots. If we have an opportunity, that is, the opponent left us a ball, and we can use it, we have a better chance of scoring a hoop. And if we make the shot we're trying to make, we have a better chance of scoring the hoop. Hence, that's the reason that even my partner and I will proceed around the court at different paces, because one of us will have more opportunities and one of us will be able to make more shots and score. So there's one predominant sequence that doesn't exist in golf croquet that happens over and over in American rules and in association. Roquet, croquet, continuation shot. That is the essence of the game. And a roquet is simply hitting another ball. And I can hit it a little or I can hit it a lot. And once I've roquated, I am now, by rule, you're going to hear a lot of different terms. I have a handout that'll come your way as soon as this clinic's over that defines almost all of these terms. I encourage you to read it. And if you have any questions about it, let us know and we'll clarify it. But since I've hit this ball, I am now ball in hand on this ball. By rule, they must now touch. This is a carryover from backyard croquet. It's the same thing. And the other dimension to this rule is when I strike my red ball, both balls must move. Now, if I strike it straight ahead, of course they're going to move. Well, what if I really want red to go over there? I still must move yellow. But I got red over here. So, essence of the game. Croquet a ball, put the two balls in contact, and now what we're doing what's called taking croquets. The name of the game, croquet, comes from two balls together. And the primary skill in the game is controlling distance and direction of two balls, not one. Big difference between golf and this. We are really frequently playing with two balls. And we'll go over all of that in terms of how do you control the distance and the direction of two balls. First of all, some more terminology. We're going to intermix strategy, rules, terminology, physics, all of these things. It's like learning a new language. It's very immersive. You're going to have to try to swallow it all at the same time. And so we're just going to do it. We're going to use terms, and we're going to say this is a term, or we're going to say this is a rule, or this is a basic strategy that I recommend. But just know that all of these things come at you at the same time. It's what makes it a little confusing, is because there's a lot of different stuff. If it's not terminology, it's strategy. If it's physics, it's even etiquette, do's and don'ts out here. All of these things are happening at the same time. And there's no easy way to learn all that. You can't learn them in one at a time in sequence. You just have to immerse yourself in the game. But now we have two balls together, and here's an important set of terms. If I'm playing singles, I am both red and yellow. That's a similarity to golf. It's blue and black against red and yellow. So I'm playing singles, but right now my striker ball, the only ball I can hit, is the red ball. The ball I sent forward is called the object ball. So you're going to hear those terms a lot. The striker ball is the one you can hit. The object ball is the one you're trying to use in front of you. Croquet, object ball, striker ball. That's the foundation of it. Now, the basis for what we're doing today, and many of you are, because you've played some before, you're really on your way to a lot of this, but this is the foundation of the game. Without this, you can't build a house on it. And the sequence we're going to go over and over, and we're about to demonstrate, is setting a rush, taking off to the hoop, scoring the hoop. It's how you score in this game. And then after we've done that, we're going to break up into groups and practice that over and over again. We're going to add to that, and it's going to be setting a rush, taking a rush, hitting a split shot. And we're going to show you how to calculate your split shot. Some of you already know it, but one of the things I love about this game is the physics of it. When you have two objects that are the same size and the same weight, there is some predictability to how they behave with each other. And fortunately, people have figured this out well ahead of us, and we can just take advantage of things like half rolls and full rolls and takeoffs and how the physics work. And so I like the physics part of it, but there's a lot of that going on. Okay. So I just said the foundation of what we're spending, unfortunately, rightly or wrongly, most of the day on is this foundation.
We have a continuation shot too.
Oh, we have a continuation shot. Okay. One of the major differences between golf and American rules is golf, we're forever setting up in front of the hoop. It's one of our most important shots. In this game, we hardly ever do that. We only do that if out of desperation. Why? Because our opponent can come and take us away and use us to their advantage. Remember, they can roquet us. They can take croquet. They can go score another hoop. So for me personally, I couldn't get over that. You know, I need to make this hoop. Please let me just put my ball there. And I was always told no. And I had to learn the hard way. I really did. I had to go ahead and set up and get taken away. Okay.
I'm sorry. So after the roquet shot, the croquet is a requirement, right?
It's a requirement.
Yeah. Got it.
It's a rule. Ball in hand. No other option.
Even if you're in front of the wicket,
Yeah, yeah.
you have
Yeah.
to be ball in
Even
hand.
if you don't want to,
Got it.
you
You
have
have to
to.
take the croquet.
Yeah, that's a rule.
And then there's the continuation shot.
And the continuation shot. So because we don't set up in front of the hoop, we're working very closely with our partner. In singles, it's our partner ball. We're playing two balls, but at any one time, the other ball is called the partner ball. If Trula and I were a team, she would be playing red, I would be playing yellow. I would never be allowed to hit red or use red as my striker ball. But frequently we're hiding on the boundary with our partner. And this is where we proceed from. This,
Dave,
yeah.
I suppose every time the ball goes out, it's marked in 9 inches from the boundary. Unlike golf where you're on the ground.
Yeah. That's golf. This is, you see my 9-inch marks? The first dot is placed on the boundary line and the ball goes to the end of it. That's 9 inches. Where did that come from? Probably back in 1967, most mallets were 9 inches long. And that's just the way it is, and 9 inches is stuck. Okay, so go, sure.
If a ball goes out and it's placed back in 9 inches, if I'm still alive on that ball, can I play off of that? Can I croquet that?
Sure.
Croquet that ball?
Yeah,
Even if it's on the
frequently your partner will come from across court right here, just so you can use him because they've left the ball out there.
But I can roquet the ball that was just placed in.
Yeah, as long as you're alive on it.
But the other thing, if you try and roquet that ball and you hit it out,
Then
it's end of
Turnover.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the difference between association and American rules.
One of them.
One of the major differences in association, you can roquet a ball out of bounds and it costs you nothing. Here, it's turnover. So the foundation sequence, what we're here for today is set a rush, take a rush, take off to the hoop, make the hoop. Or in the next phase of learning, set a rush, take a rush, split the shot, make a hoop, and hopefully keep going. And we'll see how that works. But I'll probably fail here, but that's okay. Trula and Jeffrey and I are going to try to demonstrate this foundation sequence. And at our level, I think they would agree. We need to be successful at this sequence 80% of the time. Otherwise, that's not good. And if this is your first time doing this today, you're going to be successful maybe 2 to 3 out of 5 times. Something less than 8. If you can do this 4 out of 5 times, you're off and running. But when we fail at it, we really feel like we've screwed up. We need to be able to do this. So I'm working with partner. I'm playing red right now. No, yeah, it's red's turn. It is red's turn. And red is setting a rush for a partner ball. Oh, do you want to do it?
Oh, I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to add one thing here. Even now, when I practice, especially if I'm going out for a game, I will spend several minutes just putting a marker down That's about where I want to do it. And I will just practice getting the red ball there. See, wait, oh, that was awful.
That was awful. I would not, and we'll talk about that. Don't take a bad rush.
But
That's
see,
perfect.
You practice it. I wasn't making that up. I really messed up that first one. But I will do that, especially when my games we play in Naples, Florida with all these people that are really good. I'll practice about 10 or 15 of those before I even start that day. So since that one worked, yellow ball,
Okay.
you want to take the rest from
Yeah. No, I will. So the rush has been set. My partner did a good job. I would pronounce any one rush, I would pronounce it perfect, useful, or not useful. That one's perfect. Useful means I can hit it on one side or the other, called a cut, and I can use it. I can try to use it. But this is perfect. So if I mess this up, it's on me. Okay. That was a pretty good rush. But for education purposes, I'm just going to take off.
But rush is a vocation.
A rush,
It's okay.
good point. Thank you.
John?
It is a type of roquet. It is a special roquet. It is a roquet with purpose. And the purpose was to move that ball closer to my target. But it really is, in its essence, that's just a roquet because I'm now ball in hand on the ball I hit. And we're not going to talk a lot about deadness today, but I am dead on that ball until I make this hit.
So you can't hit it again.
I cannot hit it again.
Until you make a wicket, you can't hit it again.
Don't hit it at all, even accidentally.
And we're going to talk about how you aim these takeoffs. This is called a takeoff. And why is it called a takeoff? Because I'm basically leaving the red ball in place, but it must move. Etiquette. If that ball doesn't move, it's up to me to call it. It's like
Truly.
golf. You call your own faults. And if you don't call your own faults, nobody will play with you. You don't want that reputation.
But I watched a tournament down in Florida, quite an important tournament, where one of the players their ball was not moving, and they called a referee to watch every single takeoff.
Yeah.
It's incredibly embarrassing for the person making it.
Yeah, you was.
What's the definition of moving? Is I have to roll a full.
No.
No.
Just has to wobble.
Wiggle. It can stay in place, but as long as it shakes. It doesn't take much. In fact, you don't want it to move much, or the aiming technique, which you're going to learn here, goes off. But oddly enough, if the ball doesn't move, this yellow ball is not really going to go where you want it to go. This whole aiming technique, the one I'm using is called the two triangles, two inverted triangles, doesn't work. These aiming techniques, both this and laying the mallet on the ground, which you're going to learn, require you hit into the ball. Does that make sense? But be that as it may, it better wiggle or I have faulted. It wiggle. Oh, very. But so I succeeded in what I was trying to do. So that goes into my 80% is successful. And a little later, we're going to see a better way to do what I just did with a split shot. Okay. Trula demonstrates the same thing. You set your own partner ball. This is the sequence you want to get. I mean, we're second flight players. There's two more levels above the way we play. And 80% is not good enough for those guys. Those guys, this
I
for
don't like that.
championship level, it's 95%.
Oopsie.
She'll tell you she overhit that.
No, it's a good demo because you can see you had to take off from the other side of
This,
the wicket.
she cannot split this shot. She must take off. Yes, good point, Jeffrey.
Make sure they're touching.
Let's see if yellow moves. Yep. She got position.
That's a little far too.
Yeah, I'm gonna earn it. Are you through?
Yep.
Okay, now
What- When you hit into it, like if it's the ball is a clock, like what a clock are you? Where are you?
If my ball is on the left side, I'm at about 6:30.
Okay.
on
If
the
I'm on
other
the right
side,
side,
you're
I'm about
5:30. 5:30. So it's just a tick.
Because if you keep it that close, that short, then you're really not hitting it much harder than you would hit a regular shot.
Oh, you don't? Yeah.
It's about the same as if that the object ball was.
For the takeoff. Now.
Okay.
We're primarily demonstrating competence that we're at the 80% level.
Yeah, look.
And
Because
that's where they want to be if they're not there already.
Are you gonna do it, Jeffrey?
Yeah, Jeffrey's.
There you go, Jeffrey.
Perfect. You want to talk through how you're going to aim this ball?
Okay, so there are two ways of aiming this. So if I'm playing the red ball. So you can either you put the mallet, so it touches both balls. So I think you're technically not supposed to touch both balls, but most people do. And look at and you have it in the center of the shaft, in the center of the V. And you see where that's going. So it's going to finish up, hopefully, around here, which is where I want it to be. So those balls are ideally placed. What I do sometimes is because you're hitting into the thing. Yeah, so if I'm hitting the red ball, I'm going to hit it a little bit that way. So that the ball is going to tend to draw a little bit that way. I aim it a little bit the other way. Just a little bit. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah, it's about a 5 or 10% draw into the ball you're taking off from. On short shots, that doesn't amount to much, but on long ones, it really does.
The balls are going to be like this.
So,
That's how
did you hit it a little too hard, Jeffrey?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. The line was good. The way he aimed the mallet handle was good.
So the other way of aiming it is if you can to do create two V's. V this side, V that. Yeah. So the line is actually between the two V's. So that's a little bit. That's going to go over there. So I want it to go all that way.
Good job. That's all right.
Can I tell a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, a couple other things to think about when you're taking off. There will be times when you're playing a game and you're right here and there's a ball right up, another ball that you want to go attack. So you're going to tap your partner. Now, when you're taking off from your partner, you really need to think about which side you're taking off from. Because if you were trying to get, let's say, over to that wicket, so let's say there's a ball you're attacking over there, your ball in hand, you don't want to take off from that side because this ball's going to move.
Right.
And if you take off from that side,
Turnover.
turn over.
Gotcha.
So you really want to think about, here's another, you always want to take off so that you don't send the object ball out of bounds, your returns over. Another time you want to think about it is, let's say your other opponents are scattered. There's no way they're going to come get you. But your partner ball is right here. And you're going to take off, you just rotate it, partner ball second. You're going to take off to make the wicket. Well, you wouldn't take off on this side because you would knock him away. But if you took off on this side, you could actually, you could make the wicket and you could improve their position. So always think about it when you're taking off, which side you should have your striker ball on.
Okay. Makes sense? That's very good.
The other thing you can do is you can have a thin takeoff or a thick takeoff. So if you want to move the partner ball a little bit more than because you want to get it in a better position, so you hit into it a bit more. So this one, let's do it. I'll do a thin takeoff and then a thick takeoff, and you'll see what happens to the ball. Just a thin takeoff, so the ball just moves. If I do a thick takeoff, which is to hit more into it.
It can be very handy when
It's very
hitting
handy
a
because
partner.
when Trula was demonstrating that then, you could have actually put both of the balls in front of the wicket. So that yellow and red's wicket, so they could have made both of those, both balls could have made that wicket.
Okay, so that is the foundational sequence that your goal is to get this to where you can score a hoop 4 out of 5 times. And then you'll be every bit as good as the three of us on your way to being better. One comment about setting a rush, taking a rush. Don't take a bad rush. Even though there's one possible exception to that is if the opponent has left you a golden opportunity, you may go ahead and try a rush that you really don't like. Here's a rush that I don't like. I don't like that at all. To even make this work, well, I probably have to tap it and take off from here and see if that works. So what do I do when I set a bad rush? Red passes. Just don't do it. And black and blue will play. They'll do their thing, and they may take advantage of that yellow ball sitting out there. But that's the price you pay for setting a bad rush. So
Or red can try to improve their position as opposed to just
Yeah.
rush.
Yeah, and okay, yes, good point. Okay, I'm not going to take that bad rush. Here's another option. If red goes out here and gets marked in, I have greatly improved that rush. Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
Greatly improved. So instead of passing, red did this, marks it in. And let's say opponents leave you alone and these balls are still sitting here, yellow to play. Yellow may go ahead and improve this a little more.
Nice.
And now red's got a good rush. So red didn't take a bad one. Red moved over to somewhat improve it. And then yellow made it in the perfect range. Yes.
Okay, so my question, and I think I know the answer. So setting a good rush is basically when we have a straight line going towards the
Yes,
wicket.
called the rush line.
Okay. And a
Yeah.
bad rush is when we're going to have to do something spectacular to get it back in that. Okay.
The rush line is always the line between the striker ball and the target. The target could be a hoop.
Okay.
It could be another ball you want to go get
Okay.
that they've left out there.
Very good.
But yes, great point. It's called the rush line.
Okay.
This rush line is not bad at all. Don't take a bad rush. Wait and improve it.
Because if you take a bad rush, then you're dead on your partner, and being live on your partner is the real
Gotcha.
key to the game.
Gotcha.
That's the other good point that makes this foundation set of play so very important. And you've got to get to that 80% on your way to 90% level of success is partner deadness, which is the kiss of death in this game. Because you and your partner, you can see already, work very closely together to try to score hoops. And if you're dead on your partner, that's taken away. Now, if a red is dead on yellow, that's one thing. But if yellow is also dead on red, then you don't even play with your partner. I mean, there's no point. You can't use each other. But as long as one of you is alive, you should probably stay together, so that somebody can use each other.
So the golden rule is don't go dead on your partner unless you have a very good chance of getting a limit on that turn before it loses.
Yes, that is the golden rule.
So that's the reason we don't have a problem setting this rush, because we're planning on making it.
Right.
Right. Yeah, we're planning on making it.
Okay.
All behind.
You basically leave usually your partner ball right there, and it would be nice if we could use our partner again. Now we could come through on a takeoff and come back and hit partner again, and that happens. You do that, but it's more useful to do what's called a split shot. Split shot is a croquet shot. There's two as highest levels. There's takeoff and the split shot. And those are the two highest levels for big shots. All kinds of shots you can make with a split shot. But first of all, how do you calculate a split shot? Because here we're trying to control the distance and the direction of two balls. That's what makes this game great. Anybody can hit one ball. We can play with
Sometimes.
So, what controls the direction of the object ball? Anybody have a guess?
The impact of the striker ball.
Well, I'm ball in hand, so they're touching.
Yep. Angle.
Direction of the
Yeah. What direction's the object ball going to go now? It's going to go that way, isn't it? And now it's going to go that way. So what's the formula for that? It's the center line between the two balls. Or, stated differently, it's where these balls are touching. And notice this. Here's the center line. So the red ball is going to go there. And it's going to go there no matter if I hit the yellow ball here or if I hit the yellow ball there. It's because the center line where they're touching aims the ball this way. So this is first explained to me that says this is your steering wheel for the red ball. Steer it where you want it to go. Well, that's pretty foolproof on controlling the direction of the red ball. What controls the distance of the direction of the red ball?
how hard you hit it.
How hard you hit it for one, and that's essentially it. How hard you hit it. If I want to go a long way, I hit it hard. If I wanted to go just for that hoop, I don't hit it very hard at all. So now I'd like to remind people the distance is really controlled by backswing. A little backswing is a little different. We're setting those baby rushes. We're doing this. We're playing golf. We're going to another one. We're doing this. So distance equals back. Okay. What controls the direction of the yellow ball?
The angle you made it in. The angle which you
The angle, called the split angle. Because here, physics, it's fairly predictable how these two objects, same size and weight, are going to play off each other. And the rule of physics says that if I hit the yellow ball right there, it's got to first go off the red ball, which we know where it's going to go. But yellow is going to go double this angle. So if the mallet's here, double this angle is here.
Okay.
The angle of split.
Can you say that one more time?
The yellow ball is going to go double the angle of the mallet into the yellow ball.
Gotcha.
That is pure physics. If they weigh the same, it's going to come off here. If that's a 30-degree angle or a 15-degree angle, it's going to come off in 30. So when we're doing this for a long distance, and watch old Taylor do this. Really listen to that. Let's say there's another ball right here she wants to pick up, an opponent ball. But she wants to send red way down there. Well, she's going to also factor into this equation the distance to strike a ball from that. We know red is going to be a matter of how hard you hit it. Well, the same is true of striker, but there's one other really important variable that we have over striking. It's called shot selection. Some shot, the ratio of the distance between the two balls after I hit it varies by shot selection. Mix my coffee. But it's all in here. We'll help you dig it out. But now I've gone from the distance and direction of the angle split, which is going to control where the red ball, the yellow ball is. I already said I've got an opposed ball here. Yeah. And now I look more successful at the imaginary ball.
That's true. Right on it.
I'm right on it. So, I hit that pretty hard because I needed red to get on down there. We'll talk about pioneers and all that here. I hit a spot shot here because I wanted this yellow ball to kind of minimize the distance it traveled. But I did a good job at calculating the angle of split. I was aiming here with my mallet swing. That ball came over here. That part's good. But there's calculating the split shot is the object ball is easy. It's going to go where these two are touching. The other way to do this is got great position, which is the most important thing. But when we do a split shot, it's this for today, level 1. We're going to work on 3 different shots. We're going to work on a drive shot, a stop shot, and a half roll. There are 2 or 3 more shots waiting for us, but that's next clinic. There's a 3/4 roll, there's a full roll, and there's an half roll. Another thing we love about this game, anybody can hit a croquet ball, but making these shots, these somewhat exotic shots, makes the game more challenging, and it gives us more to practice. So let's first do the drive shot. The drive shot is our normal shot. It's just hitting those 2 balls like you would trying to set up down there for golf croquet. Stop shot, we know what that is. We have that in golf croquet. That's no follow through. And a half roll, talk about in a minute. So let's see this with a drive shot. Calculate my angle of split, which I'm actually swinging just behind that hoop, hoping it'll drift right here. Nope, I wouldn't take that shot. My split angle was wrong. But what I will use here is the ratio. A drive shot is about 1 to 5. The ratio should stay tight. That is, I should always count on my drive shot being 1 to 5, 1 to 6. But the distance varies by how hard I hit. Okay?
Can I just say that I think with the individuals need to actually work out what their ratio is.
That's a good point.
So I think that is actually more like a mental drill. So let's see.
Okay.
Individuals have to do it to how
Yeah.
they hit the ball. So
I agree.
I'll write that.
your own
Yeah.
times and see how far they go.
Yeah, yeah. I totally agree. So that's a drive shot. We know what a stop shot is. But again, the angle of split, the aiming of the red ball is all the same. I'll take it. Again, I'm too far to the left on both of these shots, but I'd take that shot. That's really good. If I make this hoop, here's the advantage of a split shot. The primary advantage of a split shot over a takeoff. Now I have a rush on red to my hoop. It's a wonderful thing. Another point about rushes. That's a good rush, but what makes that rush hard? Distance between the ball. Distance between the ball. What that means is I've really got to hit yellow hard. Because every inch that yellow ball goes, it loses power. And that means I'll overswing, and I'm liable to either miss red altogether, or worse yet, nick it and be dead on it and a long way from my hoop. But this is what you want to play for. This is why we don't do takeoffs. You want this shot. So I would swing away at this. Who knows if it's going to work? So I'm pleased with that sequence. So we
Let's make one other one. What some people do is having seen having seen where the object ball was from, Dave was here, so this he's got to. So he then thinks, okay, to get the best rush on that ball, I've got to have that yellow ball come to within a couple of feet of that. So that's it's control through the rhythm. Now, I'm not going to be able to do it, but you're thinking about how hard do I try and hit this ball through the ideally, I want to be 2 foot this side, so I've got a really good rush up without hitting.
Right. And the straighter you are, the easier it is to control. My shot was angled, which means I'm going to catch a lot of wire. When you catch more wire, it's much harder to control where that goes. This, you know, you got a shot at actually stopping this ball in the sweet spot. But the big advantage of split shots over takeoffs is you can get this rush. You cannot get it with the takeoff. That's what we're going to practice. I say we break up, and I say assume you've made the rush.
You want to get your own half roll or not?
Oh, yeah, I did. I just did a poor one. Yeah. The half roll is usually hit by halfway down the mountain. Tilting the mallet forward about what, 30 degrees? Moving your foot a little further forward. Pretty good ratio. Not bad. Yellow went a little far, but I'll take that ratio all the time. And this is what allows you to run breaks, is to be able to control that distance. And so Jeffrey makes a good point. Figure out what the ratio is on your stop shot. Figure out what the ratio is on your drive shot. I think my striker ball tends to go further than I think or want. I think that's a subtle flaw in my game. Consequence.
It's controlled by the follow through.
Yeah. Why don't you demonstrate a half roll for me? Now, you see, he's further down on the mallet, and he's got his hand backwards. Dealer's choice. Good ratio.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit. The red went a little bit further than.
Yeah, you're probably a little short with yellow, a little long with red.
That was more of a stab. So if I wanted that yellow ball to go further, we'll follow it.
Okay, let's just run ahead. Show him your full roll, Jeffrey.
Full roll. Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to practice much on these today unless we run out of things to do. But and these rolls, especially like a full roll, is not really essential in making a hoop. They're essential in running breaks, which is where we're all trying to go. Look at that. Isn't that a wow?
Yeah. Wow.
That is wow.
Choking way down and then the big follow. So
Yeah.
You have your hand on the bottom.
Yep.
You need
Big
goes,
follow.
goes through because the yellow ball's going to go the same distance.
Got it.
Yep. That's
To do a pass roll, you actually get the yellow ball to go further.
Okay, that was pass.
Really following each other.
yeah, and he can do it. He's got the best long rolls out here. Man, maybe Jim. I don't know. But long rolls are
Long roll champion.
it's the bane of my existence out here. I don't have doing that. Not good, right? So, well, I'm thinking either 3/4 or half. I just don't want it to go. When I'm over here, and I'm thinking, when do I use a stop shot? I'll show you. When we're tight to the hoop, don't have much room. You can't afford. If I hit a drive shot, yellow's gone.
Right.
But if I can hit a soft, controlled stop shot, I got a chance. Did it? Got it? So frequently a stop shot comes into play on little touch shots around the hoop. A half roll comes into play frequently with a short boundary, which is what we have here. The rest of it, on odd number hoops, you're always thinking drive shot. Why? Because I got a chance to get that golden rush to the next hoop if things go my way. Because the drive shot's going to send the ball out there further than a half roll or a stop shot. And that's what I want. I want red out there. Oh, way overrolled that. I should have been further back if I'm going to hit it that hard. Way over. I think you get the idea.
Yeah.
Because before that, I did it perfectly. That officially stopped. So on these long hoops, these are all odd number hoops, by the way. This is 3 going to 4. On 4, that's a short boundary. No drive shot. Half roll, 3/4. Long hoop, drive shot. Make sense? Okay.
And when I'm hitting this, I'm hitting it about the same, right? What I normally.
Now this is one, the takeoffs are about the same. This is a little harder, a little harder.
Right on the rush line. Go. How hard do you hit it?
Nice, nice, nice. Now this is an interesting thing. You want some strategy. So your
Yeah.
ball in hand.
Right.
The interesting thing about this is you can't. Okay, let's see. You got super lucky because if this ball were like this,
Fast.
you can never put this ball in the jaw anywhere inside the jaw. Okay.
So, but.
But now you can do it, yeah.
Yeah.
And you scored your partner ball and your ball. Everybody's going to want to play with you.
Well. I can't read.
There you go. So now you put them both away.
I want to put these through rather hard, right?
Yeah. You just want to make sure yellow gets through. Okie doke. There you go. Let's go back and do more rushes. We're going to keep doing, we'll do about 10 rushes. So I'll let you set me up a rush from this side. Let's get rid of all these little ickies.
Yeah, that'll make it. So it's over 6.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I would love to have that rush. So try to set it right on the marker. Yeah, see that? Yeah, just keep doing it until you get it right where we decide we want it.
That's kind of nice.
Something now, even now, and make before a tournament, do this over and over. Because if you can get the rush for your partner, anybody will play with you. Now this time, let's pretend it's a real game. So I'm gonna say, well, I'm not gonna take that, but I'm gonna try to improve it.
Is that good?
Yep.
And then we look at it. So the next time, red will pass. So yellow, now you can take the rush.
Okay.
Good, Joe. That is perfect.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, now you do a takeoff. So your ball, that was your croquet. Ball in hand. This will be your croquet shot.
Yep.
and then you'll do your continuation shot. Now on this one, if you thought no other balls, see now that's a split shot. We're going to do that in the next part.
Okay.
The takeoff is this.
Yeah.
And for a takeoff, two ways. I still do this. I aim it like that.
Right.
But a lot of people just, and they have to touch. A lot of people just look at the arrows.
Right. Yeah.
So now is where, like with this ball, the red ball on this side, and you're hitting the yellow ball, you might be able to push it over just a little bit, and then they'll also have a shot to the wicket.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
now the yellow ball you try to set up in front, and then you'll take your continuation shot to make the wicket.
Gotcha. So that's the point of being over. Gotcha.
And this is pretty gentle.
Yeah.
Nice, 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 nice.
Okay.
Now you go ahead and make the wicket. Nice, look at you. Okay, let's go do some more rushes.
Okay.
Again, you want to be able to do this 4 out of 5 times. Oh, I've done your first confident out here. Okay.
Let's talk about the nice. See, it's a little far. Now let's say that I was good, like our girl is good.
Okay.
This doesn't always work for me, but you can cut it.
That's what I was thinking.
You can cut it if you play pool.
Yeah.
See, you'd be good at cutting.
Okay.
I'm not very good with the angles. You really can try to
Not
do.
perfect. It's going behind the hoop.
See, and it cut it that way.
Right.
And then you can just take off.
Right.
So that was what Dave would call useful.
Okay.
Well,
Not perfect, but yeah,
called
usable.
it's usable.
Right.
I don't know what it's called.
I'm really gonna
So
have.
here's another thing we do. So let's say
Consider this
I'm over here.
a good rock. They're useful.
Useful.
I went out over here. You went out over there. So this is where our balls are.
Right.
And I said, okay, RJ, just put me a rush right there.
Well, that's it, yeah.
Okay.
No big
Partner
deal.
will put
No
their
perfect
handle
one.
down.
Right.
They have to lift the handle
This is
before you swing through.
Okay.
So then you say, I got it. You got it.
Yeah.
No run right. You've got the time.
Okay. Got her.
No, I really do. Sometimes you have to take the ball right down.
And this is what you do all day long as you set your partner. And I'll say, well, I don't really want that one. And then you'll say, well, I think I could improve it a bit. So then you move it over an inch or two.
Just that. Some people are
And now you can take the rush.
Okay.
You can
Sure.
take the rush with the other.
not
Fine.
completely. You gotta get
I didn't run here.
That's okay. You can take off from here.
Okay.
This is a good opportunity.
There you go. To
Actually,
save.
the takeoffs, the next part of the lesson is split shots, but the takeoffs are great for this.
And I want to go this side, so if when I bump my partner, I bump them more straight. Got it.
right over here. That's really bad. But, Larry, here's the challenge. There's a ball down there. You really. And if we go another rotation.
Nice one. Here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think put red on there, and then you'll have. Now, some people like rushes that are close. I like mine about.
I think so too.
It's so hard to be accurate. Okay. You ready, Jim?
Yep. Go.
Nice shot, Joe.
That just went out.
No, because let's talk about why from a rule standpoint.
Perfect. Perfect.
The rule standpoint, as soon as you rotate that ball, your ball in hand
Gotcha.
play is technically over.
Got it.
No matter where that ball goes, you're going to be ball in hand.
Wow, nice. Very nice.
That's a very good point. It's yellow.
And then here you can. It doesn't really matter which side you take off on.
It doesn't. Okay.
If you could take off on this side, and then if he goes
Yeah.
back a little,
Right.
it
Right.
might go enough they could make a shot.
So,
That's what I was thinking. You're not touch the ball, right?
you should do most of your moves. You've got the yellow ball. Oh, what are you calling?
Okay.
You should, for the most part, the yellow. That's good.
I've seen everyone.
All right.
I always seem to go to the
I got a bad habit of shooting. I really do. It is a bad habit.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Okay.
We're just trying to get the red ball up to the blue ball. Okay.
I would absolutely.
Nice. Oh my gosh, look at that. Good one. Very good. So now you're going to gently hit. We're going to do something just for fun.
Okay.
You're going to gently hit the blue ball.
Yep.
So we'll take this
Yeah,
and
got to do that.
put it over there. And here, we do want this red ball out of the way a little bit. So you don't want yellow to go out. So try to just get yellow right here. So you're going to hit it right there.
Oh, okay. I thought I was trying to strike blue at the same time. Okay.
No, this is
Gotcha,
your
gotcha. Okay.
continuation.
my
No, this is your croquet shot. And don't let it go out. Good one. Okay. And then our whole lesson here is on takeoff. So hit it super, super lightly.
Okay.
Because you don't want red to block you.
Okay.
He's right there.
Okay. Now you can go ahead and do a takeoff over at
Line rush, very powerful,
Gotcha.
especially over here. Come over here and this is where I want you to take it.
very nice. And now you can make the wicket.
Turns out you're right. You'll be the first to know.